dear students. Today we are going to talk about continents, but not any continents, but we are going to talk about one of our continents, which is Europe. That's true. So first we need to remember the number of continents and oceans on Earth. Do you remember how many oceans do we have? Look at my hand. How many fingers do we have? Yes, exactly, 5. So we have 5 oceans. Look at the map here. And over here, if you remember, you have Arctic Ocean, Southern Ocean, Atlantic. No, that's Pacific Ocean. Here also Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. Excellent. Now we will talk about the color area. Colored area, here we are talking about land, talking about continents. So now I will tell you that we have 7 continents. I will remind you the number of continents with a song by size. Okay, let's sing it together to remember. Then we will talk about Europe. What is the size of Europe? Right, first again, we will say Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, finally Australia. So I said the biggest, Asia, and then Africa, and then number 3 in size, North and South America, and then I said Antarctica, which is in the very south, Europe, finally Australia. So Australia is the smallest. So now Europe is here on Earth in the very north, and it's the second smallest continent. All right, very good. So here is Europe, as you see. Can you see it? It's north of Africa and it's next to Asia. The orange one is Asia. Like, as you notice, I want you to notice something. Between every continent and the other one, you have water. You have oceans between continents. Here, Australia, between Australia and Asia. Antarctica, between Antarctica and South America and Africa. Water. Between Africa and Europe, you have sea here, Mediterranean Sea, as you see, and you have Red Sea between Africa and Asia. But be careful now, if I said between Europe, which is the gray one here, and Asia, do you think there is any boundary or something natural that separates between Asia and Europe? Exactly, thank you. No, they are like one land, big, huge land mass. Land mass means piece of land, huge or very big piece of land. Look at that. Bravo, exactly. So now we will talk about what? Yes, I need you to know that Europe and Asia, they are in the same land mass. That's why they called them together long time ago supercontinent. Not only any continent, no, but they merged together. So they did what? I will tell you. Now we have Asia here. You have Asia with Europe. You have Asia with Europe together. Both of them, they call them Eurasia. So this is long time ago, not now. So long time ago, there were one huge continent called Eurasia. It's called supercontinent. So let me write the word for you here. Supercontinent. Okay, so now if I asked you what's the meaning of supercontinent, you will tell me it's a very huge land mass, or it's a very huge continent, not one continent like these. No, it's huge because it contains Europe and Asia together. So this is the meaning of supercontinent. Now, what do you think separates Europe from Asia? Now, okay, if I said very high land, what is that? What will be? This will be excellent mountains. So we have series or range of mountains, group of mountains together called Ural. So what separates Europe and Asia? You have here Ural mountains. Very good. So now we have Ural mountains, which separates Europe from Asia here. So I want you to have a look at the map again to see something else. Now we have a lot of countries As you see here, every continent has some countries. Look, for example, here you have North America, Canada, USA, Mexico. So these are countries inside the continent. Now, I want you to have a look. Look at the big countries. Canada, USA, Brazil, and Australia is considered a continent and country at the same time. Look here, Russia. Now, which one of these countries which I mentioned will be the largest country in the world? Not continent, I'm talking about countries. Is it USA, Canada, or Russia? Excellent. Now, as you see, Russia is the biggest country in the world. Like, where is Russia? This is what we need to know. In which continent is Russia? Very good. It's in Asia. But do you think it's in Asia only? No. Part of Russia is in Europe. So this part is considered Europe. So Russia, part of Russia is in Europe, and the rest will be in Asia. So we have Russia in both Europe and Asia. You have also Turkey, the small one here. Turkey is also considered part of Europe and part of Asia. So I mentioned the countries that will be part of two continents together. So I will tell you something else here. Now, we need to know about something else, the location of Europe. If we want to know about the location of Europe, first you will tell me in which part of the world or which hemisphere. Second of all, you will tell me what is north, what south, what east, what west of this continent, what this continent is surrounded by. Right. First, we need to know the meaning of hemisphere. If I will tell you the meaning of hemisphere. Right. First, in mathematics, I think you know the meaning of a sphere. So what is the meaning of a sphere? Very good. The sphere means ball. As you see, the world looks like a huge ball or an egg. So you have a sphere and hemisphere. Like, do you remember the equator? I want to show you something here. Look, have a look with me. If I will draw our world here. Now, if you remember the equator, look, imaginary line divide the earth into two equal parts. So this is the equator, which divides the sphere into two equal parts. So now this is the sphere, and the equator separates it into hemispheres. So you have northern hemisphere because it's in the north, and southern hemisphere. So you have northern and you have southern hemisphere. This is H, I'm sorry, hemisphere. All right, why I did that? Because I need you to tell me where is Europe. Is it in the northern hemisphere or in the southern hemisphere? So let me draw the equator here for you. If we said this is the equator here, can you see it? Now you have two hemispheres, northern in the north, southern in the south. So in which hemisphere do you think Europe is in? Excellent. Europe is obviously in the northern hemisphere. This is number one. If we talk about location of Europe, you will tell me it's in the northern hemisphere. Now, another part, if we will talk about location, let me erase these to talk about location of Europe. Look, I want you always to do it like me exactly. Europe, and then we will do it like a compass rose. Look, N, north, S, south, E for east, W for west. This way we can write what's north of Europe, what is south. It will help you a lot. What is in the east of Europe, what is in the west of Europe. Okay, we have a lot. But first, let me show you the map again. Look at the map. Now, if you see Europe here, the gray area, what is to the north? Look at this area, the blue area. Do you remember the oceans? Excellent. So now this is what ocean? It's very cold and shallow ocean. It's in the very north of the earth. Excellent. Arctic Ocean. So let me write number one here. Arctic Ocean. Arctic Ocean is in the north of Europe. Excellent. Now let's go to the E means East. My right hand is here, so E always in the right hand. East. So yes, excellent. There is nothing separates between Europe and Asia. Very good job. So now this is here in the east. You can find Asia. Let me change the color. Asia. Very good. We don't need this. Let's leave it here. Now let's go to the W means west. Very good. Here, this is Europe. Go to the west, this side, the left. Yes, you can find here very huge body of water, which is an ocean. But which ocean is next to Europe and Africa here? Yes, Atlantic Ocean. Excellent. So let's write it here. Atlantic Ocean. This is what is in the west. Now, if I will go to the south, you have more than one thing. 3 or more, but I will tell you 3 bodies of water to the south of Europe. Now, I want you to focus with me because I don't know if you can see this picture or not. Look, can you see the blue thing here south of Europe? This is the sea north of Egypt, remember? Here, Mediterranean Sea. Excellent. So the first thing will be Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea, Mediterranean Sea. Sorry, because I have a small board. Right, now we said Mediterranean Sea. I want you to go to something else. You have other 2 seas. Look here with me. You have one here and one here. This one north of Turkey is Black Sea. So we have Black Sea. I will write it with different color. Black Sea. You have another one. Look at this one. I will change the color here with the blue here. Can you see that one? North of Iran here. This is Caspian Sea. Caspian